Greetings. This reading is going to be for the Divine Collective. So, this is for Earth Angels, Star Seeds. This is for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, just the Divine Collective as a whole. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies into harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you, Divine Collective. So, we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be an illumination reading. Holy Spirit, what is happening right now for the Divine Collective? So you guys are definitely closing out of a cycle at this time. You're definitely seeing the world in a new way. Okay, and you're definitely stepping out of your comfort zone. You're also moving on from past issues or whatever that could have been going on. Okay, there was somebody in your energy and they were kind of negative, and right now they're going through a tower moment, and it's because they were being greedy, they were being possessive, they were being just not genuine. What else is happening for the Divine Collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah, and this is literally from the dream state. So somebody's definitely following their intuition at this time. And you following your intuition, it definitely has led to you to just be enlightened on a lot of things that have been happening in the background. Because in the 5D, there's definitely a lot of warfare going on. And, it's causing a lot of tower moments for others in the 3D. So you guys are definitely going to be receiving a lot of fulfillment, a lot of blessings. Okay. There's a lot of joy also. There's somebody in your energy that's trying to manifest something, but it's not coming through. They're completely blocked. And they're blocked because, they need to just move forward from whatever it is that they're doing. You're definitely letting go of the past with this Two of Cups in reverse. Um, but this individual that's planning your energy, they're trying to manifest something and it's not happening. They're definitely blocked. Holy Spirit, how can the Divine Collective move with ease and grace? Right. So, in order for you to move with ease and grace, you're being called to continue to gain spiritual guidance. Somebody could be having some type of issue with emotional stability, and it could be based on like beliefs. It could have been some type of belief that was kind of instilled in you as a child, and you don't really agree with it, but it's hard for you to like walk away from it. You're being called to continue to pray and seek divine guidance, and to remain hopeful of getting past these roadblocks that you could be receiving. It also could be a Taurus that I'm talking to. Holy Spirit, what is the divine collective learning from the cycle? Yeah, so what you're learning at this time, it's like you're seeking knowledge and you're seeing a lot of new perspective. You're definitely seeing a lot of new perspectives when it comes to others that were trying to wreak chaos. It's like somebody was receiving a lot of downloads, and a lot of the downloads were negativity from others. And it's like you were receiving a lot of these things, and it's like as you start to sift through it and you try and you like you're getting to the root of the issues, you're realizing what your legacy is. You're realizing what you are destined to do, and this is definitely going to link to your generational wealth. So somebody's definitely breaking a lot of generational curses. Okay, because whoever it is that was planning your energy, they definitely had a lack of direction. They had a lot of decisions. Okay, they had the choice to do the right thing and they chose not to, and that's why it's time for you to move forward from this. Somebody's going to try to come up with a new way to bring you some type of difficult moment or to bring up some type of conflict. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody's currently waiting to see the best time where they can try to like do something negative, and it's going to be spontaneous. It fell on top of the galaxy card, so page of wands, Holy Spirit. Clarify. Yeah, they're blocked. So yeah, they're definitely at a stalemate with whatever the hell they're doing. And they feel like they're waiting to do something, but in actuality, they're blocked. That's why they're not able to do anything. Okay, and it's because you guys are very inspired. Okay, you're very creative. You definitely have a lot of new ideas. Definitely a lot of mental agility. But there's somebody that's definitely trying to mess with your confidence at this time. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, this individual is trying to cast illusions, and it's because they don't want you to know your light. They don't want you to be happy. But in actuality, you are. You have a lot of happiness and a lot of triumph. You're definitely very optimistic, and that's what's leading to a lot of success. And mostly you are living in your truth. Okay, that's confirmation right there. But yeah, this individual wanted you to feel fears. They were trying to attack your subconscious, but that shit didn't work. Was currently leaving for the Divine Collective, Holy Spirit. Can't make it up. This is what's leaving: anxieties and fears that you may have been feeling. A lot of, difficult situations. That's definitely leaving. You're going to feel like you have a breath of fresh air, and you're not going to be having to do like so much spiritual warfare, pretty much, like so much defenses on yourself. Because whoever you are, you're definitely very defensive, and you've been maintaining a lot of these healthy boundaries. It definitely could be an Aries that I'm talking to, or it could be dealing with an Aries. But either way, you're definitely practicing tough love at this time. Whoever I'm talking to could be an authority figure, also could be a divine masculine that I'm speaking to. But yeah, you're definitely standing your ground. And you standing your ground is leading for you to achieve a lot of balance, okay? And you're also realizing that like it's your responsibility to have a good time. It's your responsibility to be a good person. And you're also letting people realize like it's their responsibility to be a good person as well, because we all have the choice to choose between the light and the dark. And it's like if you choose the dark, you have to accept the consequences that come with it. Okay? Holy Spirit, what's on its way in for the Divine Collective? Ooh, what's on its way in for somebody's gonna have their horizons expanding when it comes to some type of romantic connection. Right after that, the Two of Cups came out, so it could be a possible twin flame soulmate connection. What else, Holy Spirit, about that? Yeah, it's definitely in the spotlight, and it's because you guys have been focusing on your healing. Like since you've been focusing on your healing, the divine definitely sees that you're ready for a twin flame soulmate connection. Definitely in the spotlight, and it's well deserved. Okay, because you guys continue to move with love. What's the divine collective medicine for the moment, Holy Spirit? So your medicine for the moment is to manage your energy to prevent yourself from being burnt out. Whoever you are, you've definitely been on go. Okay. You've been taking every battle, everything head on. Okay. So make sure that you take the time to relax. Okay. Because you are certain, okay, you don't have to work so hard to get the things that you want. Okay, you don't have to work hard to be authentic. You don't have to work hard to live in your truth. You don't have to force yourself to pray. You don't have to force yourself to be a good person. And you need to be certain about that. And you need to live in that power to fully accept yourself in your full power. Okay? Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. You do not have any mental blocks any longer. You had others that wanted you to be mental blocks because they seen the energy that you had. You exude wealth. Even if it didn't show up in your bank account, if it wasn't in the 3D, but people definitely see that you are a very important person. You are a very divine being. Okay, this is why you are a part of the divine collective, because you are special. You are part of the 144,000. Okay, closing messages for the divine collective, Holy Spirit. Closing messages. It's going to be a lot of harmonious relationships coming in for you guys. Okay, and you're going to be moving on from conflict. You're going to be moving on from conflict with a lot of these double energies. Also, somebody could also be forgiving a Capricorn, but also you need to realize, to definitely follow discernment. Okay, even though somebody might come to you with an apology, it doesn't mean that they're genuine. But as long as you follow your intuition, everything that happens is fated. Okay, but somebody is definitely closing out some type of cycle. So the cycle that could be closed out could be with a Capricorn. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it's definitely an ending. And this ending is leading to a new beginning. Okay. And it's because you're letting go of all the bullshit that could have happened in the past that was affecting you. So that's a really good message. Okay. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live and love and light. Bye.